For the bug bounty hunters, I'm giving some tips like here. If you found a domain which has a wildcards, find the subdomains of that, and also use Katana. Use Katana tool and get all the parameters queries that are present in that particular website. In cybersecurity, there are some attack surfaces which doesn't need so much time to learn. Okay, there are some cybersecurity programs where you are going to learn these all things. Okay, the bug you are finding that is in front of you on the website. Okay, that is nothing but the text area, text box, sign up login pages. These are the areas where we are going to apply for the XSS, cross-site scripting. Yes, you heard it's right. Today in this video we are going to talk about the simple and the most wanted attack surface that is present on the website. And for the bug bounty hunters, this is a very important video because I'm going to discuss about 3 types of attack surfaces. XSS means we call it as a cross-site scripting. And one more thing I want to talk about XSS is it's a very easy to find the payloads of XSS on the internet. It's just your thinking. Here you have to think that how exactly I have to bypass these logics that I have to apply for this input fields like login pages, username, passwords, so that I can get my first bug. Especially for the cross-site scripting. In this video, we are going to talk about these cross-site scripting types and also how that exactly works. What should you have to look for the particular cross-site scripting types in a particular website. Example, reflected, stored, and blind based. Next one, DOM based. Okay, in this video we are going to talk about there are two types of XSS. First one, reflected cross-site scripting. Second one, the stored cross-site scripting. Okay, let's get into the screen and let's explore. If you are new here, please do subscribe to the channel so that upcoming videos you cannot miss further. Okay, see that what exactly the cross-site scripting surface attack. It is a client-side based attack, means it is a client-side code injection attack where the attacker is going to inject the malicious code inside the web browser. Okay, means browser will react to that and will execute all the things like you can say here that it will execute the scripts it will execute the scripts that are passed by the attackers. It happens because of the without a proper validation of input validation or a context awareness of encoding. There is no encoding of data, means it will automatically execute some JavaScript codes and all. Okay, how exactly the cross-site scripting works? It works by injecting data as an active executable code inside a particular web browser. Means JavaScript only. You can say that JavaScript is one of the best way to find the cross-site scripting vulnerabilities in a particular website. Let's get to the next point. It is that you can see that there are 6,383 CVE vulnerabilities in 2025. That is to cross-site scripting, bro. Cross-site scripting right now in 2025 it holds CVE is 6,383. You can see that. Vulnerability class leader. Cross-site scripting remains persistent threat. Yes, it is a persistent threat and leading all the security vulnerability classes worldwide in total volume. Yes, it is a leading. I think it's a leading vulnerability in the whole world because you can see that the number. Now, these are not the vulnerabilities like vulnerability how much they have found in the whole throughout the world. It is the CVEs. You know the CVE, right? Common vulnerability exposures. These are the 6,383 in a single year. 2025 they are talking about. Okay, the life cycle of an XSS attack. Simple. Your attacker is going to inject the malicious script to the script to the particular website, and he's going to deliver that link to the victim. You can see it, victim. And when victim executes that, victim browser passes the DOM based background script. That is to it will give, means execute by executing the injected script inside the session. And you can see that he has all the credential. After that attacker is hijacked that victim, he he can steal the credentials, he can steal the username, passwords, API keys, anything he can do. Okay, once the code is executed, then you are fucked. That's it. That's what I want to say. That's it. Okay, once the code is executed, you are fucked. That's it. How exactly the XSS differ from the other flaws? Other flaws like SQL injection and also authentication flaws, those all are the server based, what I can say, server based errors, means server based vulnerabilities. But XSS is a browser based vulnerability, which is nothing but the client based vulnerability. Okay, you can see here that unlikely SQLi and command injection which targets the server backends. Okay, these are all the targets the server backends. But while XSS is only targets the application like a web browser, we can say. Okay, you just have to need a payloads, you just need a technical knowledge, you just need a technical knowledge of how exactly the HTML and JavaScript works. I would like to tell you that the more XSS flaws there come from the which domain, the more XSS attack can be found in the financial portals, SaaS based application, healthcare, medical portals, and also e-commerce and government platforms. Here are the more chances of the getting the XSS. Okay, see, you can see web application attacks targeting core industry portals experienced 56% per year, means over the year it is going to increase, it's increasing, signaling the vital importance of client side defense. Yes, there are so much things that are happening, like client side defenses are going down because of this XSS. Okay, okay, reflected cross-site scripting. It is the non-persistent cross-site scripting which doesn't stores inside the particular website database. Okay, you can see here reflected cross-site scripting occurs when a web page application immediately reflects on a user provided input, means it's going to reflect on a particular website like alert box, and also you can see some pop-ups, pop-up windows. That is a reflected cross-site scripting. It's going to come on the web browser interface, on the web browser interface. Okay, delivery vectors like phishing, you can say that phishing, email links, and also forum links and social engineering attacks techniques can be done in this cross-site scripting. For a bug bounty hunters, I would like to tell about the reflected cross-site scripting. Look for the reflected cross-site scripting in such a area where the input fields are there, like a sign up form, as you can say in URL based. You can also check in that also URL on the URL, and also search, means if you're if any website, e-commerce website or any website has the search box, there you can find these reflected cross-site scripting types. Here is an example for the reflected cross-site scripting. You can see that technical example. This is vulnerable search parameters. Look for only like if you have for the bug bounty hunters, I'm giving some tips like here. If you found a domain which has a wildcards, find the subdomains of that, and also use Katana. Use Katana tool and get all the parameters queries that are present in that particular website. Subdomains which uses the parameters. Okay, only parameters websites, I would say only parameter websites that has the more possibility of getting the reflected cross-site scripting. Okay, means reflected XSS. Okay, as you can see here, result for this is this is a one request, get parameter request. This is okay. If an attacker craft the following URL, he is going to craft this following URL as the search query is your query you are entering in a particular website, like if you want to search some items for in a Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, after that he is going to put this alert box, alert document.cookie. This is the javascript, code which gives the attackers that your session cookie. You can see a document.cookie. You are going to get the session cookie of that particular victim. Here this is how reflected XSS works. Okay, the server returns query rows executing JavaScript inside the victim browser session. Okay, This is how the attacker tricks the particular victims or particular authorities that are present in a particular organization, like a famous organizations. Okay, and the next one I would like to talk about stored cross-site scripting. This is the stored cross. I would like to tell you that one secret or one big thing is about the stored cross-site scripting is that this has a more value than reflected cross-site scripting, because it stores inside the particular web browser database. Okay, you can see here persistent concept. It is a persistent concept. It is a persistent attack. Okay, XSS is the most severe form because it has a high severity. Okay, it happens when an application stores unvalidated user input on the it on its disk or the database. I would like to tell that database only, because whenever you submit a particular form, or else when you submit your particular login form, whenever you raise some tickets for the contact support or anything, you are going to get those all stored in a database only, because ultimately it's all data is going to store in a database, right? Whenever whatever you are going to submit to the organization forms. Okay, you can say that it has a broader impact. Yes, that's the way stored cross-site scripting in a bug bounty, it is paid so much. Means it's paid more than the reflected cross-site scripting. Okay, every single user who subsequently visits the compromised page will automatically execute the payload without having clicked a special malicious link. Like we call it as a what we call it as a zero click. We means this is one of the example of the zero click attacks. We These are the very special, means very critical, because the stored cross-site scripting is which stores, right? If anyone come like example, I will give you one example here for the stored cross-site scripting. You will understand. Particular website is there, like a target.com. The target.com will sell all the products, like related to the phone, like accessories, phone, digital accessories, I can say. Okay, if the input field of that particular website has the mean search query, you see all the search query, right? If that is search query box has the vulnerability, if a particular website, if a particular attacker injects the script inside that particular what I can say search box. Okay, every time you every victim, different victim who were tried to invoke that search box, in background that attacker's script is executed. In background the attacker's script is executed. For that, he can steal their session cookie, their credentials, their IP addresses, their locations. Okay, whatever thing that is that can be that malicious JavaScript that is inserted inside that database, means the intent of that malicious code, that I can say. For the bug bounty hunters, I would like to tell that stored cross-site scripting. Look for these in the especially for the contact sales or contact to the support team, raising the ticket for the support team, like that in such a fields. Okay, and also one more thing is that login forms and sign up forms, and these are the main things that is stored exercise works. Okay, if you are targeting a particular website, and that website has the contact uh, contact query, means you can contact to the support team. Okay, in that field you can, if your cross site script, or if your script is executed, that's called as stored cross site scripting. It has a more value because it's going to give you all the things, whatever the all the things that are inserted in that particular ticket, means the ticket you are rising for the support. Okay, as you see here, compromised comment system. An attacker submits a profile comment containing, this is also found in a blogs, right? Blogs websites, the blogs like medium websites, you can test those all things. Okay. Mm. Okay, here is the malicious code. Fetch means, fetch is nothing but it is a database query which is used to fetch all the data from the websites or the database. Okay, fetch, this is the particular website that is has the vulnerability. Okay, this is the what script he is going to put, that is the document cookie. This is the script which is gives him which fetches the document cookie of that its vulnerable database, means vulnerable uh, website. Okay, the server persists this string into the database, means this string into the database. When users browse the profile page, particularly that profile page, the server prints the comment directly. He's going to get back the invites. It means he's going to get back all the cookies that are used by the particular profiles that are visiting to that particular comment sections. Okay, that's it for the today's video. In upcoming videos, I'm going to demonstrate the stored cross-site scripting and reflected cross-site scripting in a practical wise using some labs like a port figure or else other try hack me. We're going to do that in the next videos. For that, how exactly that works, do research on this and come back for the next videos. Do subscribe to the channel so that you cannot miss my next videos.